Hey Michelle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Okay, my name is Dishan Khai. I'm a student in Fleming College in mental health and addiction worker. So I'll be having your counseling for the next 4 months, and I'm pronounced he and him. Uh, and like starting with the talks, starting about the talking about the confidentiality, everything you share with me is confidential. It won't go ahead without your permission. And if there is anything like you want to change your medications, that's up to you. If you want to change your medications or you want to stop at any point, you can just let me know. And if you want to extend your counseling or you want to change your mental health counselor, so that's also up to you. Just uh, just tell me about that if you have any problem, or if you need anything. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so the next thing, you are not going to do any child abuse or any harmful talk or something about suicide or harming anybody. If you do so, or if I'm sub-opened by the courts, I have to inform that to the authority. That's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and my availability is like Monday to Friday, 9 to 4, like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, can you tell me what days are you available?
I am available on Wednesdays and Fridays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, so Wednesdays, does 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. works for you?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, so today I'm just going to ask you some questions from my psychoactive drug history questionnaire. We call it DHQ. In short, just you don't need to pronounce the complete uh, name. So you can just call it DHQ. So according to the DHQ, I'll be asking you some of the questions. I'm going to tell you the names of the substances that you used, and you have to just tell me that if you use that in past 12 months. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so let's get started with it. Are you ready? Can I ask?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
We can go ahead.
so the first one is alcohol. So, did you use any alcoholic substance like beer, liquor, wine in past 12 months?
Yes, I have used that.
Okay, and cocaine.
Mm, mm, as I remember, no, I
Okay,
haven't used cocaine.
okay. Did you use any stimulants, amphetamines, or something like that?
No,
Okay. Do you use cannabis like weed, grass, pot, marijuana, or
yeah, I had used cannabis.
okay? And benzodiazepines.
Yeah, benzodiazepine too. I had used.
Okay, and moving further to, do you use barbiturates?
No, I don't use barbiturates.
Okay, and then next is heroin or opium.
No, no opium, no heroin. I never used that.
Oh, okay. And do you abuse any prescriptions or opioids?
Yeah, I had used some prescription opioid that has been prescribed by my doctor.
Oh, okay. So, like you just use the prescription as a medication or you abuse that?
Like I had just used prescription opioids like that has been recommended by my doctor. So
Yeah,
that's
so that comes in the medication. So I'm not asking about the medications if you are using it as a medication, but if you are overusing that, like
yeah,
to
I had some overdose.
yeah.
I had
So,
some
so
overdoses.
yeah, that's what I'm asking if you are having any overdose. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for giving me this information. The next I'm going to ask you if you have used any of these in the past 90 days. Or let me check if anybody any one of them is left. Yep, there are some. There are some left still. Um, so in the past 12 months, did you over the counter codeine preparations?
Yeah, I had used some OTC codeine. Like, yeah,
Okay. And hallucinogens?
no hallucinogens.
Okay. And did you use any glue or inhalants?
No, I haven't used any inhalants till now.
Okay. And tobacco?
Yeah, I have been consuming tobacco.
Okay. And the last one, did you use any other psychoactive drugs?
As I remember, that's all I have used.
Okay. Okay. So moving to the next one, like in past 90 days, like what you have used, I'm going to tell you the substances. Just tell me which one did you use in the past 90 days. Okay. So the first one is alcohol. Did you use it in past 90 days?
Like, I'm not sure, but I drink a couple of drinks pretty much each night. But my last drink was 2 days ago, and I tried to stay off it before coming in. It wasn't easy for me. I also didn't drink the 3 days right after I was admitted to hospital when I had an overdose of alcohol. So I guess I didn't drink for on 5 of the last 90 days, but yeah, it can be counted as I used 2 days ago. So I had used it in last 90 days.
Okay. Okay. So you were hospitalized, right?
Yeah, due to the overdose of alcohol.
Oh, okay. And did you use any cocaine or coke in the last 90 days?
No,
And the next one, any stimulants,
no.
cannabis or weed?
Yeah, I smoked up cannabis at some parties when I was teenager, but about 2 months ago, I shared a joint with my son. He doesn't use it often, and I didn't really like how I made me feel. It's a lot stronger than I remember when I had it last time. That was the only time I have smoked cannabis since past 20 years.
Oh, okay. Okay, the next one is benzodiazepines if you have did it in last 90 days.
No, I haven't used benzodiazepine in last 90 days.
And
Like I have used it, I used them 6 months back, but it was prescribed by my doctor for my anxiety.
okay, that's fine. Can you tell me about the barbiturates if you have used in last 90 days?
No, no barbiturates.
Heroin.
No.
Okay, the next is prescription opioids.
Yeah, like as I remember, this is a little bit embarrassing, but I was taking like opioids that I thought that it was prescribed, and I had an overdose because they were lacked with fentanyl, and this was about a month and a half ago. Like this is the last time I used them. I used to get them from neighbors or friends. Like
Oh,
as I am too obsessed with opioids, prescription opioids. So I guess before that I probably took them 10 times, and in last 3 months, so I guess 10 times in last 90 days I have used them.
okay. Um, let's talk about the next. Like, did you use any OTC codeine preparations?
Yeah, I have used Tylenol 1S for migraine in my past, and then they weren't strong enough. I guess I haven't had them in the last 90 days though. Lately, I have been trying to manage with some extra strength Advil and cold compress.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay, the next one is hallucinogens. Did you use any in the last 90 days?
No, I don't use any hallucinogens.
Any glue or inhalants?
No.
Tobacco?
Yeah, I have been a daily smoker for past 35 years and I have tried to quit or cut it down in past, but I didn't smoke in the last 6 month period without it and I used nicotine gums to stop it. And the last smoke was right before I joined the session.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, I have used it in last 90 days.
Yep. And just a last, the psychoactive drugs.
No, not any other psychoactive
Okay.
drugs.
Thanks for giving this information. The next I'll move to from how long since last drug use. Like uh, from how long are you having that?
Okay.
Yep. And the same, the first one, alcohol.
So alcohol, like my first drink was at the age of 13, and I was relieved at how it felt. I drank a lot in my teens when I was partying.
Mhm.
I didn't drink when I was with my husband. Yeah.
Okay. And the next is cocaine.
No, I don't use any cocaine or ever.
Okay.
I haven't used
Stimulant.
it.
You also don't use stimulants, right?
Yeah.
And cannabis.
Like as I told you, like I only smoke cannabis when I was a teenager, so I was using it since I was a teenager.
Okay. Let's move to benzodiazepines. So, from how long are you doing that?
I don't remember it perfectly, but I haven't used them in the past 6 months. But before 6 months, it has been prescribed by my doctor, so I
Mhm.
have been using before 6 months. So it has been more than 6 months now.
Okay, let's move to barbiturates. So you don't use that, right?
Use barbiturates.
Uh, do you use the barbiturates?
No, no barbiturates, no heroin, opium.
No prescription opioids.
No, I have been using prescription opioids like the last in as I told you, like in last 90 days, I had used it 10 times, and I guess I started using them after my car accident, like about 15 years ago, and sort of went back to them when I was having a tough time.
Okay, OTCs.
OTC, like I started using cough syrup with codeine because it feels like it takes the edge off, but now I think I have become psychologically dependent on it, like a security blanket. That's it.
Okay, so the next is hallucinogens. So do
No,
you
I don't
did
use
you use them?
hallucinogens.
Oh, you know. And the glue or inhalants, you also didn't use that.
No, I didn't use them.
Oh, the next is tobacco. So from how long are you doing it?
Uh, I am a daily smoker for last 35 years.
Yeah, you earlier mentioned that. Yeah.
Been using it from the last 35 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's move to the next step. That's how much typical amount on each day in use, like do you do in the last 90 days? Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. The first one, alcohol.
Alcohol, like I have been drinking a couple of glasses of wine most nights, about 10 years. It just helped me sleep and feels like a reward at the end of a day. I guess I drink about 2 bottles a week, and per bottle, the weightage of a bottle is 750 ml because I have about 2 glass a night and maybe an extra glass on a weekend if any of my friends would come to a home.
Okay. And the next one, cocaine.
No, I don't use cocaine.
Okay, and stimulants also you don't use that.
No, I don't use that.
Cannabis.
Cannabis, as I mentioned, I only shared a joint with my son, so yeah, only one.
Okay, benzodiazepines.
So I am having benzodiazepine. I had benzodiazepine 1 milligram tablets and took at least two of them per day.
Mhm. Okay, and you don't use the barbiturates, you don't use the heroin,
No.
and no prescription opioids.
Yeah, prescription opioid I use.
Okay,
It is hard to say like what was my typical use, but I started to get them from a friend, and the doses was different. I
yeah,
guess they weren't always real prescription opioid because then I overdosed, but usually I took two or three of them. They are 5 milligrams once each time. I wasn't heavy into, but if I could get them, I liked how it is felt.
yeah, okay. And the next one, OTC codeines.
OTC codings, yeah, I drink about a half or a whole bottle someday. Like the bottles are of 6 ounces, and I probably take it about 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 30 times in last 3 months.
Okay, you don't use hallucinogens, you don't use glue,
No.
and can you tell me the amount of tobacco?
Like I used to smoke a pack of a regular Dew Maurier a day, like it contains 25 cigarettes, 25 smokes. And the last, I didn't smoke in the hospital though. I guess I have 2 days there when I didn't have the last 3 months.
Okay, and the last one, other psychoactive drugs.
No,
So you
there are
don't
no
use
any
it.
other psychoactive
Yeah.
drugs.
Oh, okay. Thank you for giving me this information, and I appreciate that. And like I'll be assessing this like on the basis of this DHQ, and I'll be telling you the next step in the further counseling. I'll be assessing all this stuff. I have kept your information, and I'll be updating you with it in the next counseling. Thank you for telling me this information, and it was nice to meet you today. Hope
Nice to
see
meet you too,
you in the
Dishan.
next counseling session.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any questions or issues with it?
No, it's fine. We will
Okay.
talk about for sessions in further on a call or a text. That's it.
Yep. I'll be updating you in the next counseling session. Thank you for being here today. It was nice to meet you. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.